Friends, Pradeep Pendyala. Today I am going to talk to you about talk your way to the top. You heard it right. How to talk your way to the top. I'm going to share with you the secrets how to become extremely effective and impressive talker. And the secret is very simple. Think straight. The most common source of confusing messages is muddled thinking and muddled speaking. Say what you mean. Say exactly what you mean. That becomes very, very effective speaker and talker. Get to the point. Always be concise. Okay? And be real. Speak in images. When you are speaking, the audience, the listener should see images in front of their eyes. Do it with thought and care. And when you are speaking, use your eyes. That's very essential. Talking with confidence is equally important. Breathe when you are speaking in between. Slow down a bit. Most of the best speakers speak slowly. Smile in between. When you're speaking, it's very essential to smile. That shows your confidence level. Visualize success. You should feel that you are the best speaker and you can win people over your speech and your talking abilities. And practice making mistakes. Wherever you make mistake, correct it by practicing repeatedly. And when you do it well, congratulate yourself and celebrate even your small successes. Well, you should know the power of silence. At the same time, you should know the power of good speaking also. When two people are contesting for one promotion, there is one seat which is available for promotion. If both the people are equally educated and equally sincere, equally hardworking, and might have scored with equal marks in their educative qualification, despite that, the one who is a good speaker always gets the promotion. Similarly, in all the interviews, you must see the best speaker get selected. Be a good speaker. Even in Viva, in exams, in your medical exams or engineering exams, in Viva, the speaker who speaks confidently gets more marks than the person who has actually prepared well and who deserves getting extra marks. The well speaker, the confident speaker always is the big scorer. Sorry. Don't use curses when you're talking. Jargon is very unimpressive. Never use jargon when you're talking. People should feel that they are listening to music when you're speaking. Your words should sound like music to their ears. Well, you can use in between well, you see, now, by the way, etc. But don't use hum, aha, oh, and such words irritates. Be descriptive when you are speaking and to the point. That's very important. Use emotions as signals to the things you are speaking. Know your audience. You should know to whom you are addressing. Know their intellectual capability, their emotional quotient, and know their background. That's very essential when you're speaking to an audience. Be clear on your intention. You should know what you're going to speak. As I mentioned earlier, slow down. When you're speaking slowly, the more power comes automatically and the authority comes automatically in your voice. Use voice exercises. Our voice is like a muscle. It needs training. Repeatedly use your voice exercises to improve it. Record and listen to your voice. Record your voice and listen to your voice, how it sounds. and know what are the mistakes you are committing and improve upon it. Record phone conversation. Listen to it, how you have been talking to your friends and relatives. Focus on pauses. I always tell my student, when you are speaking, it's exactly like the written material. There is something called comma, there is something called full stop, there is something called change of paragraph. Similarly, it should sound as if there are commas, full stop, and change of paragraph when you are speaking. Pauses are very essential for effective speaking. Eat and drink well. That's very essential for a good speaker. And public speaking, voice training is essential. You have to train a lot how you sound in front of the public. Voice training is very essential. Do not get too excited about what is the next thought you're going to speak to the audience. Be calm. Ask good questions to the audience. Do your homework when you're talking. Be genuinely relate to the people whom you're addressing. Let people sell themselves. Don't waste people's time. The time is precious for you as well as to your audience. Give them what they want. Do what you can to help them. Ask yourself how you can add value to their time. Well, use some good words when you're speaking, like exceptional, be positive, adapt, well skilled, I'm sure you know adapt. Stupendous, like instead of sounding astounding and marvelous, stupendous, delightful, highly pleasing, favorable, winning approval, impressive. Such thing words, sounds beautiful. Ennui. What is this? ENNUI. You should know the difficult words are interesting. Well, cacophony, glib, umbrage, vamoose, ubiquitous. Such words, drive attention of the audience. Should know and use them correctly. Stand up for what is right. Always stand up for what is right. And tell people what is correct. That's very important. Be courageous. I always say be courageous and be confronting. The right person is always courageous and confronting. Very simple. He stands out. Similarly, when you are speaking, ask open-ended questions. Pick up the non-verbal cues. Don't try to read their mind, but definitely you should know what they are thinking. Set aside time to talk. Conversations are always two-way street. It's a two-way street, not one way. Make sure your audience talk to you back. Tell them what you need from them. That's very important. Should know your intent when you are speaking. The way in which you are communicating is very essential. Doesn't necessarily send the messages and signals that help to achieve the desired goals, the impact. The intent versus impact is not uncommon in human interaction. People can hear things via their own filters. You should know that. And messages can become misunderstood. That's very often. Natural voice is also good, but a bit acquired voice sounds better. People do say scintillating. That could be sarcastically. Be careful. If someone is boring, you might say, well, that was scintillating. I hope my talk was scintillating. Have a great, wonderful day. This is Colonel Pradeep Pendyala signing off today. Happy Saturday and happy weekend. Bye-bye. Take care.